What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 366 of Community Universe Mode. We are live for Monday Night Fusion. And my friends, things are getting underway immediately here. As the show opens, I'm being told of a backstage brawl ensuing between these two men, Lex Knight and Reese Matthews. The action here on the flagship show ain't wasting any time getting started. I have no idea as to what began this altercation. Like I said, we just got right to the scene of the assault. Reese Matthews and Lex Knight beating the holy hell out of each other here. Sorry, my own voice was scaring me there for a second. I forgot to mute my my stream, but folks, I hardly had any time to welcome you. This is Monday Night Fusion, edition number 96, as Lex Knight slams Reese Matthews face first into the locker room. Luckily, nobody's getting changed here. Luckily, we don't have Vixens anymore on Monday Night Fusion, as Lex Knight, ladies and gentlemen, with a electric chair sit-out powerbomb to the exception. I have no idea what is going on. As soon as the show started, I got reports of these two getting into an altercation with one another, and as soon as we got on the scene, they began fighting. I don't know what kind of beef these two would have with one another. Long time ago, towards the start of the season, they had a bit of a rivalry, but I can't imagine this is what that's about. Maybe Reese made a comment about Lex Knight's hair or something, I don't know. But these two are absolutely beating the hell out of each other. Now just slamming one another, tit for tat, face first into that supply crate. Oh, as Lex Knight, for whatever reason, is looking to make Matthews pay dearly. What the hell is this? Small package driver, neck first onto the concrete. Oh my God. Reese Matthews is out cold, ladies and gentlemen. His neck slamming into the cold concrete floor as Lex towers over him, taunting mockingly. What is up, guys? Dashing here to officially kick off Monday Night Fusion, edition number 96. As just moments ago, we played witness to a brutal backstage beatdown by Lex Knight to Reese Matthews. And I am receiving word, my friends, that Reese Matthews, after getting his neck slammed down onto the cold concrete floor backstage by Lex Knight, that he has been taken to a local medical facility. He was barely able to stand on his own, had to be helped out by a couple of security guards. We hope that Reese is okay. I honestly have no idea, guys. As soon as the show began, as soon as the show began, we just jumped right into whatever the hell was going down between those two men. But ladies and gentlemen, I am receiving a tweet here from Andrew Briggs, who says, "Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the newest member of Bad Men Incorporated, Lex Knight." And that now is very clear. The picture now is coming together, if you will. I don't think that's the saying, but I can see why Knight did what he did. Now, remember last week, Matt Devious beat down Reese Matthews with a steel chair. Now it was Lex's turn, perhaps initiation, but Andrew Briggs himself saying that Knight is the newest addition to Bad Men Incorporated. So I have to imagine that Lex did what he did there to Matthews on the orders of Andrew Briggs and Matt Devious. We know that Bad Men Incorporated have been having their problems with the SNS connection with Pride and Filth as of late. It seems as though they're trying to strengthen themselves with numbers, bringing in Lex Knight now to try to combat Mr. Money in the Bank, Jacob Ziegler, and Shane Scott, both of whom are in action tonight. Devious actually going to be going one-on-one with Ziegler in a rematch from the top of the month when Ziegler defeated Devious to win the Money in the Bank briefcase from him. And in the main event, Shane Scott's actually going to be having a huge opportunity when he goes one-on-one with the Bloody Brick, Chris Andrews. But first, we are officially getting things started here on the flagship show as Troy Myers, the Painmaker, enters the ring for battle. Gumbel, you missed it. The show kicked off with a brutal beatdown. Lex Knight and Reese Matthews confronting one another. Lex burying Reese's head right into the concrete. Reese has been taken to a local medical facility. It was revealed by Andrew Briggs that Lex Knight did so in order to join Bad Men Incorporated. Initiation, if you will. No update on Reese as of yet. I'm sure he's not even at the medical facility yet, wherever it is here in New York, New York. We are live from tonight. As Harvey Hastings now makes his way down the ramp. Ooh, I shouldn't have left this AC on. It is an iceberg in here. What up, 702? What up, Maury? Saw you in here. Welcome, everybody, to the show. An action-packed episode, indeed. We've got Russell Pontarelli tonight, guys. Going to be going one-on-one with 10L. And it now has been confirmed that Xander Slate will be defending his United States Championship against 10L at Battle Scars 3 next Sunday. Well, Saturday and Sunday. It is going to be a two-day event, the 23rd and the 24th. Xander is going to be ringside for that matchup tonight, returning. Going to see him here on Fusion the first time since Ascendance, where he retained his championship in that triple threat. Here we go, folks. Troy Myers, Harvey Hastings, one-on-one here to get the show underway. Both these men have got separate rivalries going on. Of course, Troy Myers has been hounding, if you will, is the only word I could really come up with, Shiloh Grayson. Shiloh returned at the top of the month every single time Gray has been on TV. Troy Myers has been right there trying to ruin his return. Of course, last week, Myers, along with Gerard Fisher, actually knocked off Shiloh Gray and Harvey Hastings, and that win allowed Gerard Fisher to choose the stipulation for he and Double H's matchup at Battle Scars 3. The German Super Soldier choosing a Hell in a Cell for he and his former best friend and tag team partner to collide in. So Harvey Hastings definitely desperate for a win. He hasn't gotten a victory since before Ascendance, whereas Troy Myers has been on a run a mile long. He beat Reese Matthews at Ascendance, and then last week, of course, getting the win in that tag match. Shiloh Gray and Troy Myers been going back and forth. Troy Myers had the last laugh last week, though, when he hounded Shiloh Gray and took him down backstage. Nice bicycle kick there by the Assassin. Tonight, guys, we're going to see the #1 contenders for the Fusion Tag Team titles in action. Police Squad going to be taking on Blood and Stone, looking for some momentum before Battle Scars 3 when they challenge the bickering duo, Tyson Cage and Sarasi, their first defense of those tag team titles. The champs getting a bit of a break tonight. After last week, they were able to put down Bad Men Incorporated. The week before that, they defeated the SNS Connection, so they've been on a roll. Police Squad going to try to get a win for themselves, get a kick to the gut from Hastings there, turning Troy Myers around. Oh, and a rolling cutter by Harvey. Nicely done. Arm drag, though, by the Painmaker. Going to quickly back up to his feet. Harvey Hastings down on one knee. Oh, and now running, kind of like, I don't know, what you call that, float over, rolling cutter type maneuver thingamajig. Cody Rhodes would be proud. I'm proud. Myers now getting dragged, away from the ropes and a kick to the gut, treating Myers as if he's an unwanted dog, telling him to shoot, to stay down, go on, get. Now Northern Light suplex, no bridge though from Harvey. Of course, Hastings has those exposed knees, those exposed elbows, make those strikes more lethal. Another kick to the gut. Myers is not having a good time right now. Is Myers' hot streak going to come to an end at the hands of Double H here, who of course has Gerard Fisher on his mind. Going to have to enter the Devil's Domain, Hell in a Cell, next weekend. And of course, Gerard much bigger, much stronger than Harvey. That'll certainly benefit the German Super Soldier, that type of environment. As Myers, the nice lariat in the corner. Going to take Harvey Hastings off his feet now. We don't see Shiloh Gray or Gerard Fisher ringside in any capacity. Nice, cool. No, I'm not going to say clean. Both these men are known to bend the rules in their favor. Double axe handle by Myers. Simple but effective. What about VS as Harvey Hastings is brought up to his feet, guys? Troy! Gonna go for the Troy Turner. What a reversal, though, by Double H. Nice short arm clothesline to counter. Reels it in now, brings him up to his feet. Gonna go for the headshot, but Troy reverses this time. Tonight, guys, we also have a last man standing match. Oh, as Myers gonna give it another go. This time he's gonna get it. The maneuver that has put down many a man. Troy Turner into the pin. 1, 2. Oh, but just a 2 count. Slap you with the quickness to come from that altercation between Lex Knight and Reese Matthews at the start of the show. Get down here to officiate this opening matchup. Got that speed to slap. He's not even panting. I'm impressed. Last man standing, though it will be, though. Why did I say those so many times? Though it will be, though, a last man standing when Azrael takes on Sean Kent. That is coming up just a little bit later on. Up next, it's going to be Russell Pontarelli and 10L as Harvey Hastings trying to battle back here, keep himself alive. Oh, man. Boot directly to the chest. Myers, whoa! Painkiller out of nowhere. Uno, dos, tres. Wow. Harvey was dominating, and just like that, in the blink of an eye, double knees to the face, and Myers is victorious. Holy shit, I don't think I've ever seen the momentum of a match change hands so quickly. Myers just popped up, bam, as soon as he could. He saw that opening, and he took it. Look at this, rolls up to his feet. Harvey does not even see it coming. Put on his ass with the painkiller, and the Painmaker claims yet another victim. Harvey is not looking good heading into Battle Scars, guys, for that Hell in a Cell against Gerard Fisher, but Myers is absolutely tearing it up, and Shiloh Gray, if he's looking to continue this little beef that he and Myers have been having, he best be ready to get in the ring with the best Troy Myers I've ever seen. What a show it has been already, guys. We're just like not even half an hour, and probably like 15, 20 minutes. You've already seen Lex Knight destroy Reese Matthews in a backstage altercation, which I can tell you now, I've received word that Matthews has officially arrived to the medical facility. He's getting checked on now. I certainly hope he's all right, but Myers with that big win over Harvey Hastings to keep his streak going, his momentum train. Just plowing through everybody that's put in front of him. Gray, man, he better be ready. He better be training. He better go to Zach Payne's training camp and beat up some wolves with neon or something. But the action rolls on. It's up next. Russell Pontarelli with his mentor, the United States champion Xander Slate, going to be parked ringside as he takes on 10L. It has been confirmed now. 10L, Xander Slate for the United States Championship will go down at Battle Scars 3. Pontarelli, of course, bursting out of the scene last week after 10L knocked off Bloody Justice. In quick fashion, Pontarelli rushed the ring, beat down 10L, and actually forced 10L to tap out when he locked in that brutal bank statement, a double knee backbreaker into a crossface, which he used to tap out Adam Valentine, I want to say, on last week's Reality Wrestling. Xander was also ringside for that. The United States champion decided to take on a protege. Now it's time to see if Pontarelli can soften up 10L a bit before their United States title showdown. Slate and 10L, I'm sure they're aching after that brutal brawl they had last week inside of a bar. If you're a member of our website at communityuniverse.4emotion.com, you can catch that exclusive showdown between the two men. Exclamation point, join in the chat. We'll give you a link. But the rundown, basically 10L offered Xander Slate a drink, but it turns out that it wasn't Mountain Dew, which Xander, Xander's not a very, he's not a drinker. He's not a straight edge, but he just goes to the bar to hang out. And Bill Pontarelli wanted to get some drink, hit on some ladies. So Slate was a bit offended, spit the alcohol into 10L's face, and that started a series of events. They ended up brawling, smashing plates against one another, ramming each other into the wall, the bar top. Xander double dipped in some guy's fries. Absolutely atrocious. They ended up going into the bathroom, battling in a back alley where Xander dumped 10L in a dumpster. Thought it was over, and then 10L would bust through the front door with his signature fragrance victory. He would spray it on himself. And 10L would come back, beat the holy hell out of Xander. The only reason that brawl finally came to an end, Pontarelli realizing what was going on. He was making out with like 10 different women, had no idea the brawl that was ensuing the entire time. And right as he and Slate were about to beat down 10L, the bouncer would finally get up, drive both men out of there. Suffice to say, it's a good thing Xander's not in action. You can see it working his shoulder over there. That 10L isn't going to be in a great condition either, which is good for Pontarelli, who is busy macking on the ladies. He didn't get hurt at all. 100% here. We're going to see if Pontarelli can get a big win in his Fusion debut as the dollar bills start to drop down. Xander Slate there. 10L obviously going to have eyes in the back of his head for Slate ringside. It's something that you have to take notice of is at Ascendance, 10L wasn't the aggressor. Yes, he kind of ambushed Slate after he retained the title, and he and his fellow television stars surrounded the ring, but 10L didn't throw the first punch. Xander did. And 10L tried to make up for that also in Xander's hotel room. I have to side with Slate in this occasion because 10L broke into Xander Slate's hotel room and then slept in his bed with him. If I were Xander, I'd probably be as freaked out as he was. But Tenel tried to make things right, offering Slate that drink. It just wasn't Mountain Dew. That was the big thing that set Xander off for that massive brawl. So I think Tenel is finally done trying to, patch up this relationship. Finally coming to terms with the fact that these men are not going to be best friends, as Tenel looks to become United States champion at Battle Scars next weekend. Of course, undefeated since coming up here to Monday Night Fusion at the top of the month, where he knocked off, who did he knock off? Lex Knight. Lex Knight he actually defeated. And then last week, of course, Bloody Justice. It's that magnificent entrance, the flamboyant daytime television star. I'm sure he puffed himself all up with that victory fragrance, which is available online for purchase. Tenel told me to plug that. He said he'd give me a free bottle if I plugged victory during this matchup here. CMV Universe, of course, seems to be strongly behind 10-0, but that's in most situations that Slate is in. Xander Slate does not have the support of the fans in most occasions. Most rivalries and feuds that he's been in. The United States champion, of course, doesn't care, though. The OG... Oh, TV won't mute. Rip. Please, mouse. What the mute, you cunts. There we go. Here we go. Referee rings the bell. Xander Slate has been United States champion for 3 months now. He won it back at Homecoming, defeating Schmitty in a tables, ladders, and chairs match at Ascendancy. He defied the odds in that triple threat to retain the belt. I don't know, the streak, the run that Tenel's been on, his performance in the ring. I don't know if I'm going to put my chips down on Xander, to be honest, come Battle Scars. Especially, Xander suffering. We saw when he was walking down here, as Russell made his entrance, he was playing with his shoulder. He probably aggravated it re-aggravated it, I should say, during that bar assault, but it was at Ascendance that Tenel locked in that signature submission of his, nearly popped Xander Slate's shoulder right out of its socket, probably nearly broke his arm in half. That's why Xander hasn't been in action for the past 3 weeks. Leaving it up to Pontarelli here to try to wear down Tenel a little bit. Of course, we still have 1 week to go. Tenel going to try to... Oh, not going for the legs. That's new from Tenel. We know he loves to target the arms. I don't think I've ever seen him hit a maneuver. That chop block right there might have been the first move I've ever seen him hit that didn't target the arm. As we get an Irish whip here, the money man dodging another chop block attempt. Then he just went for a big boot towards Slate. I don't know what that was. Now we get a shoulder breaker. Jawbreaker creates some distance between the two men. Ooh, nice counter by Tenel. Russell Pontarelli running right into an inverted atomic drop. And there's Xander, of course, the OG dirty heel, calling over Tenel's attention, telling him his victory cologne sucks, doesn't even smell good. Tenel falling for the distraction, allowing Pontarelli to hit that reverse DDT, but Tenel quickly back to his feet with a boot right to the head. And now Slate not giving it a rest as he slides in a steel chair for his protege to utilize, but right now he's getting worked pretty hard by Tenel as he goes for a pin. 1, 2, but only a 2 count. Gonna try to continue his attack on that arm. Pontarelli battling up to his feet. Come on, Slappy Head. Do you not see that steel chair, man? Goes for a hook to the jaw. Tenel counters. Creates some distance now as the newcomer closes in. Oh, on the chair! That hammerlock scoop slam. Xander Slate's plan backfiring. Oh, man. And now going to continue his attack on that very arm as he stomps away at the wrist. Slappy finally getting rid of the chair. Goes for a pin again. Pontarelli is not faring so good thus far, despite Xander Slate's multiple interferences already. Russell Pontarelli in his seated position. Tenel again going to try to elbow away at the arms. Pontarelli's not having it. Forearm smash. Goes for a cheeky little jab. Tenel with a kick to the gut instead. Now an Irish whip to the corner. Closing slowly is Tenel. Oh, we've seen him hit this these past couple of weeks. The NGW alumni up to the top rope. Gonna slap his chest a couple of times before jumping off. Bam! Arm breaker. The fans all on their feet because they know what usually follows that up is the hammerlock reverse DDT, but instead the United States champion again, trying to help out his protege here, trying to throw off 10L, distracting him. Pontarelli still not back up to his feet in time, though. 10L gonna try to scoop slam him up. Pontarelli counters whatever he was trying for. Stomp to the quad. Pontarelli now possibly going for the bake statement. 10L's not having it. He tapped out to that last week. Gonna go for that arm once more as 10L. Swinging it around. Bam! Might have snapped that shoulder right out of the socket. 10L frequent pins in this match. Pin after pin after pin by 10L. I gotta say, he probably doesn't think he's gonna beat Pontarelli, rather trying to wear him down a bit. Pontarelli fighting back to his seat, wanting to impress his mentor Xander Slate here, wanting to slow down 10L's momentum. Don't want him carrying all those wins and the battle scars to utilize in the United States Championship matches. 10L, we've seen him hit this before too. Powerbomb shoulder breaker. That arm has got to be on fire right now for Pontarelli. I'm starting to feel a bit bad for him. That's 10L. I don't know what he's doing right now. Looks like he's doing a little bit of a jig. It's not the time to be dancing though, 10L. Got to stay focused, and that's why that time that 10L just wasted, Pontarelli able to recuperate, boot to the side of the head. Now Pontarelli with a hangman's neck breaker. Pontarelli's feeling it. The fans booing him. DDT, not even allowing 10L to get back up to his feet in his own regard. Instead of grabbing him by that beautiful mane that Xander Slate compared to the likes of MC Hammer. A couple of clotheslines coming in. Ooh, and a nice calf kick by Pontarelli, who is in firm control. Xander Slate is loving it ringside. Can Pontarelli keep it up though? Low blow by Pontarelli. Slap, that took Slappy back, nearly knocked him out of the ring. I'm surprised Slappy didn't call for the bell. That was a blatant low blow right in front of the ref, but 10L shocked from it. Still able to clutch up in reverse though, as Pontarelli was surely going once again for the big statement. Instead, hammerlock reverse DDT by 10L. Into the pin. Will that do it? 1, 2, 3. It will. 10L is victorious. What a counter by 10L, I should say, to Pontarelli. Just as it was looking like Russell was going to finish after the low blow, going for the bake statement. 10L clutched up and hit that hammerlock reverse DDT to seal the deal. Keeps his streak alive. Despite Slate's numerous attempts to try to throw 10L off his game in this matchup, none of them worked. Are we looking at the next United States champion, ladies and gentlemen? What a matchup, Pontarelli. I'm sure going to be getting a mouthful from Xander Slate backstage about this. But look at this right here. It was a low blow, clear as day, right in front of Slappy, but Slappy did not call for the bell. Maybe having faith that 10L would bounce back, and he did right there as Pontarelli went for the bake statement a second time. 10L reversed once more. Hammerlock reverse DDT sealed it in. Xander Slate helping his protege to the back as 10L celebrates. Battle scars, it will be 10L. Xander Slate for the United States Championship. The run that 10L has been on, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be hard to bet against him. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, more breaking news coming from the backstage area. I'm being told that Sean Kent was found not unconscious in the parking lot, found propped up against his car, bleeding from a gash on his forehead. Security cam footage catching Azrael and Perry Heenan beating down Kent. Remember, we were supposed, right now, A last man standing match is supposed to be going down between Azrael and Sean Kemp, but it seems as though the BOA and its newfound ally and the Pitbull had different plans in mind. Everybody's getting helped on over to the local medical facility. Kent, guys, beat down bloody by Azrael and Heenan, but Azrael's still going to be in action as a replacement. The quick wits of, I guess, Ted Dickens actually is in charge of the show tonight after what happened, which we'll touch on. Throwing in Flashy, who last week actually went toe-to-toe. I don't like how I just said his name. Actually, last week, Flashy battled Heenan. The matchup, Flashy was ringside for the matchup between Heenan and Kent, which ended in a disqualification after Heenan utilized the steel chair, tried to hit Kent with it, but Kent moved out of the way, and Slappy ended up receiving the blow to the back of the head. It was a disqualification, so Flashy now jumping in. Flashy and Sean Kent have had a bit of a mutual respect going on since the top of the month when Flashy made his debut and beat Kent. The two men exchanged what's the word I'm looking for? Exchanged, I want to say pleasantries, but that sounds a bit too gay for me. Exchanged words, and Sean Kent paying respects to Flashy and vice versa. So it seems like Flashy is now stepping up to take on Azrael. Flashy certainly has a bone to pick with Azrael as well. Because remember, after that matchup, Azrael attacked Flashy, beat the holy hell out of him, kicked him right upside the head. Azrael saying that it's nothing personal towards Flashy. He just doesn't want anything standing in the way of he and Sean Kent finally ending things. But apparently ending things in Azrael's own mind was he and Heenan just beating the holy shit out of Kent in the parking lot. I got a tattoo, Tim. I got a tattoo on my finger on Saturday. Albius isn't a big fan. Albius was madder than my mom was. He came at me hard with the fire on Facebook. But here we go, folks. The action continues. Not our scheduled bout. It was supposed to be Azrael and his former best friend, tag team partner, Sean Kent, bringing things to an end once and for all in a last man standing match, which Azrael sent out the challenge for. But instead, he and apparently his new pal, his new bud, and Perry Heenan taking matters into their own hands, jumping Sean Kent backstage before this match started. Kent has now been escorted out of the building. Gonna go join Reese Matthews at the hospital. Instead, Flashy is gonna step up. Who mans is you? Borton, whose mans is you? Come on. It's actually with a Z. It's who mans. Come on, get it right, Batman. Azrael, though, a former two-time international champion. Maybe pulling like a Xander Slate type of deal, bringing Perry Heenan under his wing. Well, Heenan is a former Anarchy champion. These two could be a force to be reckoned with in this alliance. Flashy might be in trouble. I already smoke bowls during entrances. Why do you think I go quiet after matches? What do you think I'm doing? I can't masturbate and smoke a bolt at the same time. I can multitask, fam. I'll never regret this tattoo. Yeah, and I'll never have kids anyway. I hate children. Sorry, Tomcat. You're the only kid I can tolerate. Tomcat, you alright. All other children I despise. As Flashy making his way out here. Now, like I said, mutual respect is shown between he and Sean Kent. Add on top of that the fact that Azrael beat the holy shit out of Flashy after his debut at the top of the month. And the newcomer has a bone to pick, indeed, with Big Asshole. Yeah, Maury's birthday coming up. Gonna be turning, what, big 15, big 1-5? Yeah, it'll fade. My sister has one on her finger too. She got it like 4 years ago. It still looks alright. That's why I got it on my finger. Nobody's really even going to see it unless I got it on my middle finger too. See, it's the big plan because I can flip people off and say, whose man's is you? That's what I walk around doing, guys. Don't worry, I'm going to get a CMV tat as well. Me and Hayden agree we're going to get them. Me and Cop going to get matching CMV tattoos. I think he said he's going to get his behind his ear or something. I don't know. No, it was professional. It was $100. I didn't pay for it, though. My rich friend hooked it up. Here we go. Let's get back to the action. Enough tattoo talk. Let's talk about Flashy's tats. I like him. I like that job. Where'd he get it done? That's where I want to go for my next one, my CMV tat. Get a clean break, surprisingly, from Azrael. Maybe not wanting to risk anything as Flashy, though. Bursting right out with a spinning side slam. What up, Firefox? I don't believe I recall your name. Oh, big old spine buster match. I hope you were in CMV. Welcome back. But I apologize. I don't remember you. If you're trying to say you're going to college, that's nice. Good for you. Congrats. Get a boot to the midsection from Azrael. It's a very aggressive style about him. Azrael, of course, looks to usually finish off his matches with that phenomenal forearm Flash is going to have to be on the lookout for. But lately he's been utilizing that pun out of the corner. That's what he hit Flashy with at the top of the month. Knocked Flashy on his ass. As the newcomer tries to battle back. Going for a pile driver, maybe. The Boa wants none of that. As we do have Perry Heenan here ringside. And I was really looking forward to that last man standing match, too. I was actually really looking forward to it. You know, Azrael and Sean Kent currently 1-1. I was hopeful to see things finally come to an end. Who stood tall? But Azrael and Heenan, I guess, wanting to end things differently. Sean Kent, by reports, guys, did not look good. He was bleeding bad from a gash on his forehead propped up against his car. Security cam footage did see Azrael and Heenan. Obviously, they weren't trying to hide it. They were right in front of the security cam. I didn't see the footage, but something tells me it was not pleasant as Flashy with a stomp to the face, a slow start between these two as now the newcomer, the Youngblood, off the ropes. Nice axe kick, something you don't see too much of. I like me an axe kick. What up, Bateman? What up, Big Bait? What up, Bay? What up, Sweet Tits? Heenan is ringside. Seems there's a bit of an alliance, bit of a friendship beginning to be born between these two men. It's got a beautiful springboard shooting star. 10 out of 10 there by Flashy. Said Sean Kent and Perry Heenan went one-on-one last week. The match ended via a DQ when Azrael threw in a steel chair. Heenan tried to hit Sean Kent with it, but Kent rolled out of the way, and Heenan ended up hitting Slappy. And when Slappy regained consciousness, he called for the bell. Oh, going for a roundhouse kick, Slappy. Nice reversal into a tilt-the-world DDT. What up, Kenzel? What up, Big Ken? What do we got here by Flashy now? Get off a punch in the midsection. Like a... The hell was that? I think that's called a scoop slam in the game, but it definitely looks like a pump handle. Kind of just tossed. It's like a release pump handle, and then a fury punch afterwards. Goes for a drop kick to follow through, but the Boa moves out of the way. The CMV veteran cold calculating. He goes for a scoop slam. Flashy able to reverse, though. Drops that chrome dome down to the canvas with a neck breaker. It's now Flashy up to the top rope. Oh, the young blood gonna try something dangerous. Here goes for a spiral tap, but Azrael just using that veteran instincts to his headlock driver by Flashy to keep himself in control despite missing the aerial assault. Hooks the leg now. 1, 2, but only a 2 count. To be fair, Heenan has yet to get involved. I'm not going to put it past him. This match isn't over yet. I would not be surprised if he did in some manner. Surely his presence alone has got to throw Flashy off base a little bit. As Flashy maybe looking to finish there. I don't know what he's going to try for. Of course, he finished off Kent with a jumping cutter in his debut. Azrael, very aware of that, not wanting to get the same deal. Instead, another spinning side slam. That looks like it made Heenan cringe. Now a jumping elbow, and there's a kip up. I love this Flashy kid, man. Doesn't exactly have the build of your typical, high flyer, speedster, and risk taker. More jacked, actually. Pretty strong as Flashy. Azrael, obviously, anybody can tell, more slender. Like I touched on, Azrael's offense is very cold, very ruthless. Likes to punish his opponents, make them hurt. As Flashy tries to stay in the driver's seat with a kick to the midsection. There's the pile driver. He tried it earlier, and Azrael countered it. Ladies and gentlemen, I have received news that Sean Kent has reportedly had 15 stitches to close the gash on his forehead. He and Reese Matthews sharing a room at the local hospital. As Flashy looks to avenge Kent, bam! With a little bit of head trauma. And then a kick to the gut to follow it up, because why not? Laying the beating down is the old boy right now. The old boy, I don't know why I call him old boy. Azrael the old boy with a nice arm wrench. New boy. He's the new kid on the block, eh? Oh, I don't like whatever Azrael is cooking up here. Slap right to... Those look like a slap to the face. Open hand palm. Watch out, Slappy. Oh, don't just... Okay. Azrael, though. Whoa! Was that a forearm? That looked like a phenomenal forearm kind of out of the ring. As Flashy is out, guys. That fucking cleaned his clock. He is down. Heenan coming over trying to get a better look, but guys, Flashy is fucking lights out. Azrael knows this, trying to get him back in the ring. Maybe playing possum, though, is the newcomer. The young blood luring Azrael in now. Goes for the jumping cutter, I believe. May have tried to. Claps to the temple's going to stun Flashy. Oh, we've seen this before from Azrael. Consequence. Bam. Oh, man, that made my neck hurt. Oh, that is a brutal move. Lateral press now. 1, 2. Oh, not even a 2 count. Good God. Way to sell, Flashy. Azrael to the ring apron. The fans booing him. Thumbs down. Phenomenal forearm. Does not connect. Flashy simply ducks. Azrael. What is this? Lumbar check. Lumbar check by Flashy. As Azrael is in big trouble now. Up on the shoulders to get another dose of leg trauma. Boot to the head off the fireman's carrier with a roundhouse. Now Azrael in the corner. Feeling it. The crowd behind him. He's riding on their energy. As he's on the hunt, lining up the shot. Jumping cutter. Flash in the pan attempted, but no. Flashy. Thrown out. Tries for another one. But Azrael with a Michinoku driver. No, not really, kind of. More a Samoan driver. 1, 2. But just a 2 count. What a match. As Azrael keeping up his attack with a swing out side slam. Oh, now Azrael slowly backs into the corner. There's that boot to the... No! Flashy reversed it! Flashy counters the punt attempt. The very move that put his shit down 2 weeks ago. Oh, now Flashy is busted. Might need to get some stitches himself. As Azrael now gonna go a second time for that Samoan driver. Flashy looking like he has no idea where he is right now. Azrael with his hand right to Flashy's mouth, telling him to stay down. Flashy refuses though. Azrael has his hands on his hips. He is not loving how much fucking fight back this kid is giving him tonight. He and Perry Heenan thought, we'll take out Sean Kent, we'll put down this whatever idiot they throw at me. We'll go out, have a couple of drinks, but no. Flashy! Ow! Overkill by Flashy! Shout out to the legend Justin Sane. Not able to follow through though. Oh, aggressive European uppercut, gonna drop the newcomer. As Azrael to the apron yet again. He hit this out of the ring earlier in the match. Missed it the second time though. Will the third time be the charm? Phenomenal forearm by Azrael connects. Azrael doesn't seem to be done though. Now wants to make Flashy pay for his interference and affairs that don't concern him. And Flashy, I gotta respect this kid, man. I gotta respect him big time. What the fuck just happened right there? I have no idea. Oh. What is going on? Airplane spin now by Azrael late into this matchup, trying to make Flashy dizzy, trying to throw him off his base. He just drops him like a sack of dirty laundry down to the canvas. Double boost to the chest though. Flashy popping up back to his feet, letting the CM universe know he's still alive. As Perry Heenan watches ringside, Azrael's days might be numbered. Able to counter this the first time. Jumping cutter by Flashy, the Flash in the pan. No, Heenan, I knew it. I knew it was too good to be true, him being ringside and not getting involved. But Flashy says, fuck you. You want to keep Azrael alive? That's fine, fam. Another one. Slithers into the pin. 1, 2. No, Azrael. Azrael kicks out of the second Flash in the pan. Azrael with another springboard shooting star press. Saying, you want more, I'll give you more. Oh, here we go. Oh! I haven't seen that in ages. That suplex sit out powerbomb. Flashy is rolling, ladies and gentlemen. What a match. Flashy there, you can see how tired he is. His shoulders are slumped. The gas tank is definitely running on empty. Azrael with a boot to the side of the head. The veteran of CMV able to go longer. That little sweep there, hoping it'll be enough to take down Flashy once and for all, but of course it isn't. Flashy bleeding badly. Azrael, I don't know how he survived that second Flash in the pan. Ooh, an aggressive back elbow. Might have knocked the tooth out. Back body drop though, gonna put Flashy on the apron. Misses that hook wildly, went right over his head. Flashy! Sunset flip into the pig and try to steal it. It's Flashy! 1, 2, 3, and he does! Flashy steals it! Flashy steals the win. Look at Heenan, like, are you kidding me? The steal by Flashy with the sunset flip into the victory roll. Flashy with a huge upset victory. Flashy with a huge win after a phenomenal matchup. Sean Kennedy's conscious right now. Hearing about this news, I'm sure puts a smile on his face as Flashy kind of sends Azrael and Perry Heenan's plans off-road. Look at this, what did it right here. Stealing it with the sunset flip into the victory roll. Look at Heenan's reaction. Heenan's reaction is the best. He's like, you gotta be kidding me. I don't even want to look. Flashy, indeed, this Thursday on Reality Wrestling has a chance to become #1 contender for the Rising Star title, and what momentum he just picked up with this win here. Sorry about that. Smoked another bowl there real quick. And look at this, guys, a tweet from Flashy says, LOL, Flashy got lucky. No, motherfucker, I'm that damn good. Shout out to Sean Kent. I hope you have a speedy recovery. So Flashy obviously feeling real good about himself, I should say, and he should after that huge win. What a great match. But guys, the action rolls on. As up next here on Monday Night Fusion, we're getting a rematch from the top of the month where Ziggler defeated Devious in under 5 seconds to win the Money in the Bank briefcase, the beef in the case, from the antagonist. And now Devious going to be backed up by his boys and Andrew Briggs and the newest member of Bad Men Incorporated. When we started the show tonight, some might have missed it. We immediately jumped right into a backstage altercation between Knight and Reese Matthews, to which Knight ended quickly by driving Reese's neck right into the cold concrete of the floor. Reese, since then, has been taken to a local medical facility. I'm told he is now awake and that there's no serious damage done, no concussion of any kind. But apparently that was initiation, as Briggs let out a tweet afterwards saying, welcome the newest member of Bad Men Incorporated. He and Devious, I'm going to assume, trying to strengthen their numbers in this war they've been having against the S&S Connection, Pride and Filth, the Scotsman Ziggler, and Shane Scott. Of course, Ziggler going to be backed by his old buddy here. And Double S, as I'm sure Ziggler will reciprocate later on in our main event when Filth goes toe-to-toe with the Bloody Brit. Right now, we're going to see if Devious can try to get back some of his pride that he lost when Ziggler and Scott made off with the heist of the century. Now Ziggler with the Money in the Bank briefcase for any time to the next year can cash in for a world title shot. Devious had that in the palm of his hands, but his pride, his ego got the better of him. Ziggler and Scott, man, they had a plan. They executed it to perfection. Guys, a tweet here before this matchup starts from Anarchy Champion Jaquan Shea, who says, CMV, this is my show, like I said, so AJ, bring it on. Last week, American Justice defeating Jamari Williams to become #1 contender. Now Jaquan Shea going to have to defend against the hulking Yellow and Black Crusader next weekend at Battle Scars 3. And actually, Jaquan Shea is going to be coming out here later on tonight, guys. He's asked for some ring time. Obviously, the champ with something more to say. But first, here we go. Bad Men Incorporated. There you see Lex Knight, who did his dirty deeds earlier tonight. This will be Matt Devious in action, who's off to the right in his villainesque attire. Briggs, who seems to be the front man, the main voice of this new alliance on Monday Night Fusion. An SNS connection, guys. Might have barked up the wrong tree, because this is I was looking at these three men coming down the ramp. You got Briggs, a CMV veteran, a two-time light heavyweight champion. Devious, who has won, not lost. Has he lost a singles match? Well, besides the one to Ziggler, which was an impromptu, pretty much exhibition match, if you want to be technical about it, has not, the past actual 12 singles matches he has been victorious in. Why can't I speak right now? And as a former Mr. Money in the Bank, you gotta give him credit for surviving that onslaught at Ascendance. It was a brutal match. And he's shown above all others, climbed that ladder, yanked down the briefcase. But like I said, it was his pride, his ego that got the better of him, cost him that monumental opportunity. Now Devious, like last week, destroying Reese Matthews with a steel chair. Matthews has not had a good couple of weeks, huh? He has he's been rather unfortunate for the exception. And here they come, ladies and gentlemen. Pride and Filth, the SNS connection. This is Ziggler in action. We are going to see Shane Scott later on in the main event. Going to be taking on Chris Andrews. But right now, he's just playing a cheerleader, if you will, for his good boy, his new BFF, and the Scotsman. Ziggler, Mr. Money in the Bank. Look at Devious ringside, man. He is ready to get his hands on the Scotsman. Been waiting weeks for this. Sorry about that, to get a quick drink of water. Is this the main event? What? No. I literally just said Shane Scott, Chris Andrews is going to be our main event. As Devious drops Ziggler with a corkscrew at neckbreaker. You see Lex Knight and Briggs looking very ominous in the corner of Devious, while Shane Scott looking out for his boy. Looking to get a couple of leg drops here by the antagonist. Has been confirmed now. Battle Scars 3, Chris Andrews will be going one-on-one, mano-y-mano with Voice Vindy. Vindy's debut here on this side of CMV. Now, up next we have Police Squad taking on Blood and Stone. Then we've got Jack Spade and Kendall Wolf going one-on-one, which is going to be an interesting sight to see. Then it is the main event between Filth and the Bloody Brit. I'm actually excited to see Kendall Wolf, because last week when he met Shane Scott, I had a feeling after the show that SNS Connection gave us last week when they were ringside during the Bad Men Inc. and bickering duo matchup. I wasn't exactly. I'm not surprised. Let's just say that Scott should gonna get involved there and allow Ziggler to find an opening. But about to say, I'm looking forward to Kendall Wolf being in action, because last week he literally did nothing in that handicap match. He didn't hit a single move. Arthur Rose did all the work to knock off Miles Kelly. So Kendall's going to be on his own tonight. I'm sure Arthur Rose will probably be ringside, but Kendall is going to be in that ring one-on-one with Jack Smith. We're going to have to see if Wolf truly has knocked off the ring rust. We do know that at Battle Scars, it's going to be Kendall Wolf and Arthur Rose against Miles Kelly and his partner of his choosing, as Devious. There's that ego once again creeping up. Gets the kick off to the thigh. Goes for a hook. Look at Lex Knight is going absolutely crazy out there. Rolling cutter by the villain. Oh, as Filth creeping around here in front of me, guys. Over at the announce table. And a steel chair has been slid into play. The big question is, will Ziggler utilize it? Is he right now going for a spinning single knee gut buster, which is done successfully. pulled off without a hitch. Shane Scott. Oh, Shane Scott messing with the turnbuckle. Slappy. Ziggler uses the steel chair. Slappy doesn't see it. Busy messing with the turnbuckle. Slappy, you dingus. Oh, man. S connection. I hate him, but I love him at the same time. Mr. Money in the Bank with the underhanded tactics. But I'm sure Devious, if put in that same situation, would have done it in that exact same way. So can't really fault Ziggler as now Devious up to the top rope. Not much of a high flyer, but shot to the chest with the steel chair. Needs to take a risk. Oh, nice body splash done. As Shane Scott looks up at the action. Ziggler with a nice trip up. Boot right to the heart. Another one, this time to the ribs. There's a knee straight to the spine. Devious letting out a curdling cry. Ziggler to the ring apron. What the hell is Mr. Money in the Bank tuning up for here? Off the ropes, Ziggler, knee to the side of the head. Wow, that was impressive. And Ziggler, woo! He's like, yeah, I just did that, motherfuckers. Proud of himself. Proud of you. You smart. You loyal. Knee to the midsection, though. Gonna put the former Anarchy champion crunched over in pain as Devious gonna go for a powerbomb. Ziggler says, nah, take my cross to the face. Couple of punches to the top of the head. As now he drops down. Misses that grapple. Ziggler just stepping back. Arms too short to be boxing with the Scotsman as now he's put into the corner. Lex Knight and Andrew Briggs, interested to note, they have yet to interfere at all, whereas Shane Scott has interfered 3 times already, and now Ziggler with his patented buckle bomb. And that is usually, just as I say that, Briggs calling the attention of Ziggler, saying that he's not the real Mr. Money in the Bank. Ziggler, obviously, that got under his skin a little bit as Devious is back to his feet. Goes for the pedigree. Woo! But Devious counters. Irish whip into the corner. Former Mr. Money in the Bank, though, grabbed by the ears. Knife edge chopped. Woo, thrown down to a seated position off the ropes. Million miles a minute. Ziggler double boots to the temple. Ziggler looks to do it again as he lines up the shot. Many before have fallen to this. Devious gonna taste it. Goes for the pedigree, countered again into an exploder suplex. Nearly, good Shane Scott coward. Boot nearly went through the ropes and bombed him right in the head. Fireman's carry overhead countered though. Irish whip rebounds to Ziggler. Nice forearm smash done by the antagonist. Ziggler now slowly brought to a vertical base. Devious obviously has something sinister in mind. Leaning up against the ropes. What the hell is this? Ziggler sent for a ride through the ropes, chucked like garbage out here in front of me. I'm grabbing my Mountain Dew. I'm not going to let him spit in it again like he did last week. Shane Scott's been eyeing it the whole time too as Devious eyes Ziggler for something which I'm sure is not going to be nice. Not going to be a little kiss on the cheek. Oh, suicide dive by Devious. Looks like he hurt himself maybe as much as he did Ziggler. Fucking torpedo out the ring right to the chest. Shane Scott knows to keep his distance, as does Lex Knight there. If they lay hands on either man, could result in a disqualification. Slappy making his way over. Now that we're ringside, it's going to be super slow-mo. Ooh, how about a knee to the face? Chipping a tooth or two. Ziggler, though, does not like the outside as he slides back in. And Ziggler taking it all in, man. Taunting Devious, who seems to be napping. I think he's out. Oh, there you go, begins to stir. Ziggler continues to talk that trash as truly only he can. Ziggler gets under my goddamn skin. He's not even talking trash to me right now. As Devious finally re-enters the fray, but right into the hands of Ziggler. But no, too quick is Devious for the Scotsman. As he comes up from behind, gets an elbow to the side of the head for his troubles, ducks the clothesline, gets a clothesline. One, two, but only a 2 count. Both men back up to their feet here. Oh, that nasty kick. Shaking the whole ring. Ziggler, guys, is in a bit of trouble right now. Gonna go for a foot DDT, it's seeming, is the antagonist. That brutal, devastating maneuver. Lex Knight clapping for it as Devious slapping his chest, letting out a mighty roar. The end may be nigh if your name is Jacob Ziggler. What the hell is... Oh, beautiful disaster! I just became the biggest Devious fan in the world. Beautiful disaster kick by Devious. Taunts the crowd. They don't pay him any mind. He doesn't care. Jawbreaker creates distance. Shane Scott hooting and hollering, clapping, letting Ziggler know that he got this. He's got this. Dragged out of the corner. Ring of the eyes by Devious. The dirty, dirty heel tactics in this matchup, though, make any babyface whinge. It's now Shane Scott gonna help out his boy, trying to give Ziggler enough time to recuperate and get back up to his feet. Shane Scott saying, congrats, you lasted longer than 5 seconds, kid. Ziggler, might have been playing possum, luring Devious in, acting like he was struggling to get to his feet. Now a butterfly suplex, stalling a little bit before dropping him down to the canvas. Shane Scott's loving every minute of it. As Jacob now backs into the corner. Vintage Ziggler here as he looks to pull the trigger. Aim is locked on. Bam! No! Misses the knee to the side of the head. Now he's going to pay for it. Devious with a snap suplex. And do a quick pin. Hoping this will be enough to finish. Hoping that he coughs Ziggler off guard. Nearly is. That was a very close count. Now it's Devious who backs into the corner, and Devious has ended matches off of this before. Speeding bullet, Paul Van Ziggler moves out of the way. Not a whole lot of luck with that punt kick tonight here on Fusion. Snapmare now as Lex continues to cheerleader. Briggs just like stone face as he watches on Ziggler busted open. Those sharp elbows, cocking up a fist is Devious. You can tell that if Devious had his way, he would just tear Ziggler limb from limb, absolutely dismantle him. As he's trying to do here with a punch right where the sun don't shine, dear God. It doesn't get much more brutal than that to just punch some guy right in the dick and balls. Dear God, Devious has an opening now, but he's not taking it, pulling a 10L from earlier tonight. Just like doing a little bit of a jig. I don't know, maybe trying to play mind games. Ziggler's not even conscious right now as he begins to crawl. This time I think he's actually has to use the ropes to get to his feet. He does not look good. Oh, back elbow though. This is Ziggler's chance. Ziggler with a crossface. Ziggler locking in a crossface. Will Devious be forced to tap? How embarrassing would this be for Devious if Ziggler forces him to submit? And he does! Matt Devious taps out. Ziggler has Devious's number again. That's the first time I have ever seen Ziggler utilize the crossface. In his independent days, that used to be his main finishing maneuver. He'd tap out bitches left and right. I think that's the first time he's ever used it in CMV, though, and he does so to tap out Matt Devious. What a match, but Devious's mind games, his wasting of time, his taunting, is what once again backfired on him. Let's look at this. Ziggler kind of lured him in once more. So smart is Ziggler. Devious comes from behind thinking Ziggler's vulnerable, gets an elbow to the side of the head, and then the crossface. Look at that, man. Beautifully done. I'd never seen a cleaner crossface. Sorry, Hayden. As Shane Scott looks on just like, yeah, yeah, you're done, son. You're done, kid. Ziggler and Shane Scott get another one up over the bad men, or as they call them, the whiners and eyeliner. Bloodied Bruno. Where's Shane Scott went? I guess running to the back, getting ready for his matchup later on in our main event. Wait, where's my Mountain Dew? God damn it, Shane Scott stole my Mountain Dew. That sly little snake. All right, guys, the action continues here fast and heavy on Monday Night Fusion edition number 96, as we are just a little bit over 2 weeks away from Battle Scars 3. It's going to be the 23rd to the 24th of September. It is our final cross-band pay-per-view. Of course, the season finale will be the Fusion exclusive Retaliation. That will wrap things up before we get ready for 2K18 Season 5 begins. The question is, one of the questions floating around is who will head into the new season as the Fusion Tag Team Champions. The bickering duo, of course, capturing the belts from Desolation at Ascendance, and lately they've been on a roll. I talked about it earlier. Last week, they knocked off Badman Incorporated. The week before that, they knocked off the SNS Connection. They have been absolutely on fire, but we now know the Police Squad will be challenging them for the gold at Battle Scars 3. Police Squad will hold 2 victories over the bickering duo, once in regular tag action and another time in 6-man tag action. John Smith and Bill Jones, the Dirty Cops, tore it up in NGW. They've been terrible. They only have 1 loss, and their 1 loss is actually also to the bickering duo, which is a number 1 contenders match before Ascendance. Police Squad saying when they were robbed of their opportunity at Ascendance, it should have been them that beat Desolation to win the gold. Tonight they look for that momentum before they try and do just that, knock off Tyson Cage and Strassi. I'm looking to make an example out of Rise and Bloody Justice, Blood and Stone here. Still to come, we've got up next in our co-main event, Jack Spade battling Kendall Wolf. Very looking forward to that matchup. And in our main event, Shane Scott going to try to build off the momentum that Ziggler just created with the win over Devious, when he goes toe-to-toe, his biggest match, no doubt, in his career thus far. Taking on the former world champion in Chris Andrews. Okay, a tweet from Bannon, guys, says, Billy thought he could make a fool of me? Laugh now, boy. I do find it odd. I was picturing Bannon, like, sitting there just tweeting away. his little, like, Gen 3 iPhone or something. Can't even fit. Too small for his hands. His big sausage fingers. But, of course, things between Bannon and Billy we thought might have been over last week. And the main event, that hellacious matchup, Billy emerged the victor. But then, again, if you're not a member of our website at communityuniverse.4motion.com, exclamation point, join in the chat, we'll give you a link. You might have missed that exclusive that saw Bannon and Billy Weaver beat the whole. We had a lot of wild brawls last week. The 2 men beating the shit out of each other in an old abandoned church. At least it looked abandoned. Absolutely destroying one another. Billy, of course, is known for his extravagant and over-the-top brawls. We know what he went through with Nick Blake. Billy Weaver is willing to travel to the other side of the world to kick somebody's ass. So he didn't have a problem bumping into Bannon in that church. Here we go. Police Squad ready for action. Only one loss since coming up here to Monday Night Fusion. That was to the bickering duo. Look to avenge that defeat at Battle Scars 3. And they try to become the Fusion Tag Team Champions. Tonight they're looking to get themselves ready. Looking to limber up, if you will, as they take on Blood and Stone, the alliance of Rise and Bloody Justice. Wait a minute. Bloody Justice emerging from the mist. Of course Rise is wearing a gas mask. You didn't see that big old puff of that green shit? I don't know what it is. Anthrax maybe? I'm not sure. He doesn't want... Bloody Justice doesn't mind just breathing in anything. He's already damaged. We all know that. It's a big opportunity for these two men to knock off the #1 contenders. Since coming together, BJ and Rise haven't exactly had the most successful run. I believe they only have one victory as a team. Bloody Justice hasn't had much success in singles action as of late either. Here we go. I usually say that Tyson Cage and Sarasi are watching from the back, but I probably wager that Cage and Sarasi are far away from each other. You know, they're not called the bickering duo for nothing, especially lately. It's really been turning up. Remember what Sarasi told Tyson Cage a couple of weeks ago? That if they cannot successfully defend their titles at Battle Scars, Sarasi is going to get himself fired. He's essentially going to quit. I don't know why he said fired. No, I'm sure Schmitty wouldn't mind firing him, or anybody for that matter. But yes, if the bickering duo cannot retain their belts at Battle Scars against the Police Squad, Sarasi will quit. He's going to walk out. And he said if they do defend, then they'll have to do so 2 more times in order for Sarasi to finally trust Tyson Cage, which Cage's been trying to do for months and months and months and months, just trying to get Sarasi to trust him, but Sarasi just won't have it. Despite the fact that Sarasi is the one who has attacked Tyson Cage on multiple occasions. It should be Cage who wants nothing to do with Sarasi, who shouldn't trust Sarasi, but it's not the world that we live in. As much as Cage has tried, just cannot win over the Masked Man, as John Smith beats the holy hell out of Rise right now. Of course, they are the dirty cops, looking for a little bit of police brutality tonight. Rise is a former military man, though. I think that maybe someone like John Smith and Bill Jones would respect someone like Rise, but I don't know if the Police Squad respect anybody, to be honest. Rise moonwalks way over to a tag to Bloody Justice. Oh, man. Smith getting some dental work done as he was face slammed to the mat there, but quickly pops back up. A little bit of a wrestling background showing off, maybe. That double leg takedown. John Smith is a big guy, man. He is full of muscle. I wouldn't be surprised if he did a little bit of wrestling in high school or college. I don't know if he went to college. Of course, he's a police officer. Something tells me these two men bullied the smaller cops in the academy. Probably did a couple of swirlies, if you know what I mean. Locked some kids in lockers. Oh, nice flapjack by Justice into a pin. Gonna try to catch Smith off guard here, but only a 1 count. Scoop slam by John Smith. A lot of power behind that one. John Smith and Bill Jones, of course, are later in their years, but Jones definitely the more agile. Not very much more than John Smith, but you can see Jones pull out a Hurricane Rana from time to time, even going off the top rope here and then, especially for their finishing maneuver, Police Brutality. It's usually Jones who goes off the top with the elbow drop. Oh, military press. What a, wow, nice reversal by Jones there. Leave the military presses to rise there, Justice. I gotta imagine Slappy's a married man. I mean, just look at him. That is a little cutie right there. I can't imagine he hasn't been scooped up. Nasty looking elbow drop, point right to the back of the head. It's the police squad, very, very aggressive and rugged. They do not care what they have to do to win. If they get a nice gourd buster. Gourd buster. As looks to grab Justice by the goggles. Instead, he gets a sweep and a tag to Rise. Smart move there for BJ. Kick to the gut as the bigger Rise, certainly the biggest man in this matchup. He might probably only like an inch or two bigger than Smith there. Whoa, how about that rib breaker? Breaking a couple of ribs it very well may have. Can you imagine if, oh, that teamwork, 10 out of 10 right there. Military press into a power slam. Whew, that hurt me. My ribs are hurting a little bit over here. But can you imagine a win for Blood and Stone here? They could go from the very bottom of the rankings, bam, right up to the top if they can beat the #1 contenders. Of course, Police Squad, though, not going to let that happen easy. These are the men we're talking about. They beat the bickering duo twice. They beat Desolation when they were the tag team champions. They did not go down easy against Tyson Cage and Sarasi in that #1 contenders match before Ascendance. This is a tough team to beat. Very well could be our next tag team champions. Watch out, Justice caught with that right hand. Fireman's carry going to take. Oh, Jones popping up right into a military press. Power slam yet again. That's not all. I don't believe we've ever seen Blood and Stone's tag finisher before. Oh my God, tag to BJ. What do we got here? What the hell is this? The Ritual by Blood and Stone. Into the pin. Massive upset. 1, 2. Wow, Jones. Able to power out. Oh my God, my heart stopped beating for a moment. I thought we were inbound for a massive upset. John Smith going for a ride to the outside. Cracks his neck, does Jones, trying to recuperate from that nasty, it was a catapult leg lariat. Elevated leg lariat, rather. Bloody Justice letting out a mighty roar. Blood and Stone certainly have the upper hand right now. Can they maintain it? Oh, Bloody Justice with that folding powerbomb. Oh my God. Jones, guys, is in big trouble. Uno, dos. Oh my God. I'm actually getting excited for Bloody Justice here. I don't know how anybody could not like BJ, such an underdog. This would be the biggest win of his career. But Jones doesn't give any damn about that. Rise trying to help out his boy, and he does. Jones was going for his signature fucking $1 million dream slam. Or Cobra Clutch slam, whatever you want to call it. Instead gets a knee to the side of the head. Gets brought up to his feet. Oh shit, oh shit. Tag to Rise. Changing it up. Blood and Stone with the Ritual again. Upset inbound. Oh my God. Hooks the leg. Can Bloody Justice stop Smith? He does. 1, 2, 3. Blood and Stone with a huge win. Knocking off the #1 contenders. Smith eating a German. But the hands of Rise. What a victory. Blood and Stone knock off the #1 contenders. Wow, I'm speechless. What a win. Started from the bottom, now they're here, ladies and gentlemen. Just like that, Blood and Stone have elevated their status. Police Squad gonna be livid. I feel like a couple of poor souls might get beat up tonight on patrol. That is not good news for PS going into Battle Scars. That is good news. That's the best news. For Blood and Stone, though. And look at this. Bloody Justice giving Smith a German suplex, because why not? Wow, what a victory. Oh, the Spider Deities giving Bloody Justice. Oh my God, that close-up freaking me out right now. What are you saying, Bloody? Chill, man. I don't like that smile. Let's get off this screen as quickly as possible. Whew, that creeped me out. And guys, we still have some action to get to here tonight, as Jack Spade will be battling Kendall Wolf in our co-main event. And our main event still to come, Filth Shane Scott will be locking horns with the Bloody Brick Chris Andrews. Very much looking forward to both those matches. But first, we get a break from the ongoings of competition to hear from the Anarchy champion, Jaquan Shea. He let out that tweet earlier tonight to say that Fusion is his show, and that American Justice is going to learn that the hard way come Battle Scars. The Anarchy champion, though, requesting some in-ring time. He's definitely got something on his mind. Of course, last week after Jamari Williams had lost that #1 contenders match to American Justice, already beaten Bloody, Jaquan Shea just added to the punishment, beating the holy shit out of J-Dub backstage with a metal bat, even going so far as to hit him right upside the head with it. And Jamari Williams most definitely not clear to compete here tonight and foreseeably for the rest of the season, to be honest with you guys. I don't know if he's going to be able to bounce back from that. Jaquan Shea getting rid of one of his, one of his little pests in the form of Jamari. Now he's got to get rid of the other one at Battle Scars when it comes to American Justice. If you're wondering why I'm out here right now, you probably haven't been paying much attention. Didn't give me any time to read that. Lately, there's been a superstar walking around claiming to be everything that I am. And that doesn't sit well with me. You see, only one person can be the best. And despite his claims, it's clear that I'm the one who deserves everyone's praise, not him. With Jamari Williams out of the picture, I'd have to assume that Jaquan Shea is talking about American Justice here. Justice has been undefeated since his return in CMV 4 months ago. Justice claiming the Anarchy title is his, that he will bring justice to the division. American Justice, let's... Hello, hello, hello. Can y'all hear me? Of course, it has to happen right when I'm in the middle of a promo. 2 out of 10. Come on. Ooh, the crowd type is hardcore here live. Why is the New York type hardcore? Well, I guess the Anarchy champion's in the ring. That's good for him. Let's continue on. American Justice. Let's see what you're made of if it's anything other than hot air. Gotta respect. I certainly would not call out American Justice. But here he comes, just walking through the Titantron, the hulking yellow and black Crusader, answering the call of Shea here. Jaquan Shea might regret calling out American Justice. These two will be toe-to-toe in the ring at Battle Scars with the title on the line. Anything goes. I don't know why Jaquan wants his death to come sooner. American Justice shakes his head. Yeah, you're all booing me. But you know, and I know why. Because you're jealous. You hate me because you hate me. But I don't really care what you think. I'm not out here to deal with all you losers. I'm out here to deal with this loser right here. Justice. Y'all hate him because you hate him. That's what I'm talking about. Jaquan Shea, let's see if he truly is jealous. Who in the blue hell do you think you are, coming out here and interrupting me? You aren't worth enough to be in my presence. You're a nobody. The lowest totem on the pole. The bottom of the pyramid. Hell, you're not even good enough to lace up my boots. Jaquan, you called him out here, pal. You called him out here, buddy. You told him to come out here. Jaquan Shea trying to get under American Justice's skin as the big man just looks back at him like, what are you on about, fam? Look, nobody's listening to you anyway. As soon as they hear your music play, they hit mute. I just hope they caught me out of the corner of their eye and knew that there was a reason to start paying attention again. American Justice wants to know that when he's in the room, all eyes should be on him. Trying to teach that lesson to Jaquan Shea before it's too late. Listen to me, you son of a bitch. I'm not going to stand here and be made to be a jerk in front of the world. You apologize right now. Apologize for saying what you said, for interrupting me, for taking my time away. Whoa, because American Justice can apologize? I don't think so. AJ is not the type of guy to say he's sorry. I don't even know if he knows how to say those words. But that's what Jaquan wants. He wants an apology. Is he going to get one? I don't know. I've been fighting for a long time, but it's hard for me to finally make my mark on CMV. And I'm going to do it by using you as my instrument. I want to beat you so badly that other superstars will fear getting in my way. They won't even want to look me in the eye. And that's true. American Justice been in CMV veteran. Long-spanning career, but has never held a championship. Come Battle Scars, if he can defeat Jaquan Shea, he will add a first title to his resume. I'd love to fight you. Hell, I'm ready to fight you right now. However, I really, really hate this city. The people here aren't worthy of watching me fight. So if you want to fight, it's going to have to be another night in another location. I can't stand being here much longer. I want to shower. New York, to be fair, is a pretty gross place. If you've ever been there, it's nasty. I felt like I needed to shower after I've been in New York. Come on. I don't like walking. I'm a little bit of heel over here on commentary, but I got to agree with Jaquan Shea. He wants nothing to do with this. Your mouth says you want to fight, but your eyes say you want nothing more than to run away and forget you ever said anything. Your words may be strong and loud, but that can't disguise the fear hidden in your voice. The fear of knowing that you'll eventually see me on the other side of this ring. Indeed he will. Come Battle Scars. You can say what you want about me while you continue to listen to these idiot fans and let them guide your career down the toilet. Personally, I don't care what you, the fans, or anyone else has to say about me. I know that I'm the best superstar on the planet today, and when the authority deems it to be best for business, then I'll back those words up in this ring. See, he says he wants Schmitty to help him out, but then he just took Schmitty's catchphrase. Ooh, I don't think Schmitty's going to be happy about that. I just can't take this anymore. I'm about to spend one more second listening to you or these pathetic fans. I'm going to be sick. I'm getting the hell out of this poor excuse of a city and putting all this behind me as fast as I can. I'm doing my best to pretend that today never happened. So Jaquan retreats, guys, and American Justice lets it happen because he knows that at Battle Scars, Jaquan will have nowhere to go when their title is on the line. But Jaquan got that heel hit for real tonight, man. Look at that bar. Jaquan Shea with that hot fire. I don't know if he could ever walk safely through the streets of New York again, man. He let it go. American Justice. I honestly thought he might pounce on him. He might teach Jaquan a lesson there. But like I said, AJ knows that at Battle Scars and Anarchy Rules, Jaquan will have nowhere to run. So he'll let him have his fun. He'll let him talk his ish. Because AJ knows that there won't be much places left to run for the Anarchy Champion. Here we go, guys. Up next, it is co-main event time. Enough talking. Time for some more action. As Jack Spade is set to go one-on-one, mano-a-mano with Kendall Wolf. And I talked earlier about how this is going to be an interesting match to see. Because last week, Kendall Wolf made his return to the ring for the first time in exactly a year. It was a handicap match. He and Rose took on Miles Kelly. But Kendall did not hit a single move. He was in the ring for probably about 20 seconds. And in that time, Miles Kelly beat the hell out of him. Arthur Rose literally did all the work to pick up the win. But now Kendall's going, even though Rose is going to be ringside, I can see that much, Kendall Wolf is going to have to do what he can do in the ring. We're going to truly see if the ring rust is gone. The former world champion looks to take out a next-gen dispatchee, Jack Spade. Spade, who come off a win a couple of weeks ago on Reality Wrestling Triple Threat. Of course, he was involved in Money in the Bank at Ascendance. Jack Spade actually scared a couple of people quite a lot in that matchup. He touched the briefcase, man. He came so close. Spade has very much impressed me. This win here, this could be monumental in pushing his career forward to knock off a CMV legend like Kendall Wolf. And even though I don't exactly like Kendall Wolf's new attitude, his new way about caring about his business with Rose, top of the month, brutally beating down the Rising Star champion with that metal bat of his. And then last week using the numbers game. He won't have the numbers game come Battle Scars, though, when he and Rose take on Kelly and a partner of his choosing. And despite all of those attacks, despite the injuries, Kelly was still able to retain his Rising Star title last week against El Guerrero Furioso. El Rositas? I don't ever saying that's a call. I don't ever remember there ever being a call named El Rositas. Again, Kendall Wolf, guys, did absolutely nothing in that match last week. Rose literally carried him to victory. But this time, Kendall is stepping in the ring on his own, and against this isn't a walk in the park, guys. Spade is extremely impressive in that ring, holding a whole lot of victories behind him. But of course, Jack Spade had best know, even though it's been a year since Kendall's truly been in the ring one-on-one with anybody. It's just a little bit over a year ago that he lost his world title to Justin Sane. That 1 year anniversary was last week. But Spade here with the chance to knock off a former world champion, the man who main evented Ascendance 4, United States champion, a CMV veteran. And here he comes. Kendall Wolf. Gotta say, looking badass, as a motherfucker should. But you can see the wounds of war that he brandishes, a scar on his nose, the bandaged up arm and midsection. Kendall Wolf has been through some hellacious fights in his career. In and out of the ring. There's Arthur Rose fucking glistening in the light with that baby oil. On point. We'll see if Rose can aid him any ringside, or if he's going to keep his hands off of it. If I were Rose, I would. I'd let Kendall try to do this on his own. Kendall needs to be in that ring by himself. He needs to get back in the game. I already have AIDS. Of course, still to come here on Monday Night Fusion. Following this matchup will be our main event between Filth, Shane Scott, and the Bloody Brick, Chris Sanchez. But here we go. Jack Spade of Next Gen against the returning Kendall Wolf. The ring bell does ding, and this one gets underway. Collar and elbow tie up, middle of the ring into a cross. No, a side headlock, I should say, on a cross. Back off the ropes. Kendall flings him. Nice drop down. Gonna go for a leapfrog. Maybe no. Instead of clothesline, Kendall right back up to his feet, though. Now a front headlock from Spade, who is trained by Kevin Lee. Of course, the versatile striker, a hypothetical kung fu practitioner, passing on his wicked punches and kicks to Spade here. Kendall gonna have to be on the lookout for that. Kendall, though, down and down, all-out brawler. Stomp down onto the arm. I just realized the dream match I'd probably love to see someday. Kendall Wolf and Billy Weaver one-on-one. Those two in a bar room. Let's get that barroom brawl back in 2K18 so we can have that dream match. Woo! What a European uppercut. Gonna chop down Wolf. Jawbreaker, though, as he springs right back up. Fireman's carry, gonna throw him overhead. Kick to the gut by Jack Spade. Pump handle position, gonna pop him. Whoa! The hops by Kendall, though. Good lord. That was quite a jump. A little reverse power bomb, if you will. Former undisputed champion. Let's keep up the attack with a reel him in DDT. Now going for the arm. The hell is this? Oh, man! That is a career ender right there. Jack Spade, graced by the gods, and now just had his arm snapped in half, man. Kendall Wolf, that tells you right there that Wolf does not give a shit. That's the type of move that sends a message saying, I'll do whatever I have to defeat you, even if it means hurting you, breaking your body. There's a combination of two back suplexes and a German that makes Rose cringe as Jack Spade scales to the top rope. We're going to do a little bit of high flying here. Arms up high, elbow drop executed beautifully. Hooks the leg now. 1, 2. The first pinfall of this matchup produces only a 2 count for Jack Spade as he tries to stay in the driver's seat. Coming up from the front, punch to the gut, though. Kendall Wolf up to his feet. So far holding his own. Oh my god, how about some punches to the jaw? Dear lord. Oh, Hell's Gate submission being applied. Kendall Wolf, not your run-of-the-mill submission expert. This is some advanced shit, though, at Hell's Gate. Jack Spade does not want to stick around for long, and that puts your shin right up under the throat. That hurts. Luckily, he's able to get out of it. Forearm smash, though, as he walks right into Kendall. Goes for a kick to the gut. Another exploder suplex instead. Going to throw him overhead. Again, Rose cringing as he watches his friend get his ass whooped right now. Irish over in the corner. Spade from behind. You've seen him hit that condominium class before. Kendall wants none of it, though. Rocket kick by Kendall. Woo, I like that. Might have unhinged that jaw as he puts Spade onto his stomach now. Gonna drag him out of the corner. Going for those legs. No, flops him onto his ass. Oh, the devastating elbow drop to the inner thigh. Doesn't get much more brutal than that. Fuck the arm breakers. Fuck the low blows, man. Elbow drop to the thigh will get you a win. As Rose lets out a roar. And the CMV Universe surprisingly largely behind him here. They want the Kendall Wolf of old back. The fan favorite. The brawler who never gave in. Kendall, though, has been out of the game for a year, even though he's in control right now. It's the big question of, can he maintain control and can he use it all to finish off Jack Spade here? Jack Spade pops back up to his feet with a knee to the chest. The next-gen dispatchee not paying much attention to the CM Universe here as he gloats in a fisherman suplex to throw Kendall right overhead. Gonna try to mount a comeback as he feels control slipping away from him. Flooring Kendall with a clothesline. Kendall goes for a lariat of his own. Ducks, though. Back body drop for Spade. Kendall once again right back to his feet, only to be dropped with a spine buster now. Jack Spade not giving Kendall Wolf even a second to rest as he throws him into the corner. He tried this earlier. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10 count punches, and Kendall looks like A string of spaghetti going completely limp as Spade now with the knee tap. No, Kendall moves out of the way. Kendall can take a beating and come back 10 times again. There's a nice cravat neck breaker. Kick to the gut. Spade was nearly just about to finish things off. Kendall Wolf ruined the party. It's now the CMV veteran into a front headlock. Woo, whips out into a Russian leg sweep. Nicely done by Spade. It's a great reversal there as he looks to drag Kendall away from the ropes. Desperation pin here from Spade. 1, 2, but only a 2 count. As you can see, Spade becoming physically drained. That gas tank coming dangerously close to running out. Back and forth they go, no tit for tat between the future of CMV and the past. And Kendall will pump handle neck breaker. That time he tries it. It is successfully executed. Earlier, Wolf was able to counter it. Not this time as Spade follows through with a stomp to the face, takes a couple of steps back, lines up his shot, drives his knee right into the temple of Kendall Wolf. Another pinfall attempt by Next Gen's versatile striker, brought in by Kevin Lee, personally trained and everything knows. Oh, Kendall Wolf, what is this? Kendall, torture rack position Spade is lifted up into, and a neck breaker. Gonna drop him down to the canvas. Gonna drop him. Kendall now into the corner as Arthur Rose watches on. Rose has not interfered at all, guys. I guess what I said before the match started was true. Arthur Rose just out here for support. Oh! Ah, my back hurting after that one. Spade, though, able to shake it off somehow. Into the pin again. Pin after pin after pin after pin is a good strategy for Spade right now in the kind of position he's in. Kendall Wolf has been dominating these past couple of minutes. Spade hoping he can catch him off guard, get a quick 3 count as he goes up to the top rope. What is Jack Spade going to try for here, and will it get him the win? Oh, beckoning Kendall to rise to his feet to see him in the universe. Oh, spear by Jack Spade. Woo, what a match in our co-main event. As Kendall now dazed and confused. Might get another round of those 10 count punches. Yeah, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Kendall chucked out of the corner like a sack of dirty laundry as Jack Spade says it ain't no thing but a chicken wing, fam. Spade, cocky, brash, but against someone like Kendall Wolf, just wasted a whole lot of time as Spade now going to give it another go. Knee tap! Puts the vet on his ass. Uno, dos, no! Kendall Wolf surviving the knee to the jaw. Jack Spade can hardly believe it, taken aside. Absolutely jaw jack, but in that time that he had his hands to the side of his head, Kendall looking to recuperate. Off the ropes. Rocket kick again by Kendall Wolf. Jack Spade looks like he might be done for. Into the pin. 1, 2, 3. Kendall with the win. Plants his boot right upside the head of Jack Spade, and Kendall with a great match, a great performance, and a great win. The Wolf is back, baby. Proving that he does not need Arthur Rose. Certainly did not come easy, though, man. I thought Spade had it after the knee tap, but look at this. Bam! Right to the fucking head. Point blank, and Kendall Wolf is back. Battle Scars 3. Next weekend, Kendall Wolf and Arthur Rose against the Rising Star champion Miles Kelly and a partner of his choosing. Kendall has returned to reclaim what was once his. Here we go, folks. It has been one hell of a night here on Monday Night Fusion. Chaotic as chaotic can be as we look to wrap things up with a first-time encounter. As Filth Shane Scott, of course, accompanied by Mr. Money in the Bank and Jacob Ziegler, who earlier tonight got that win over Matt Devious, thanks in part to Shane Scott's shenanigans ringside. Gonna go toe-to-toe with the former world champion and the Bloody Brit, Chris Andrews. Of course, Chris Andrews and Jacob Ziegler have met on multiple occasions before, but Filth and Bloody Brit, this will be the very first time, their inaugural battle. A huge opportunity for Scott, no doubt about it, but guys, it is now confirmed. Voice Vindy, Chris Andrews, 4 Battle Scars 3 against the wishes of Voice Vindy, who despite Chris Andrews fuming, of course, after Vindy assaulted he and Paul Devine at the top of the month, the night after Ascendance on Monday Night Fusion, Chris Andrews wanted to get his hands more than anything on Voice Vindy. Vindy tried to back out, saying that Chris Andrews, Paul Devine, they were used as a message to be sent, that Voice Vindy was here. But his main target is Schmitty. He's going to vindicate Monday Night Fusion, win the championship, and end Schmitty's tyranny, which I don't agree with Voice Vindy's way in attacking Chris Andrews and Paul Devine, and I'm not exactly a big Vindy fan. I don't appreciate his attitude. You, of course, watch him on Intensity for over a year, but in his plan to try to take down Schmitty, I can get on board with that. We all know I'm not a big Schmitty fan. We all know I hate Schmitty. So anybody who's going for Schmitty is somebody I'll call a friend. But Chris Andrews, he wanted that match, and Ted Dickens, who is in control of Monday Night Fusion tonight, because of course Schmitty is going to be hosting the live execution of Paul Devine after tonight's main event, set the matchup. Vindy Andrews a one-on-one at Battle Scars, and Vindy in an interview earlier tonight saying, so be it. If I have to fight Chris Andrews, I will, and I'll use him to set an example yet again. I will vindicate Monday Night Fusion. Tonight, Andrews going to look to take out all that anger he has towards Vindy, unleash it on Shane Scott here. Maury, you don't tuck your shirt in when you go to school? That's just rude. This is the S&S Connection. This is Pride and Filth. These are the Scotsmen. Ziegler going to play cheerleader ringside as Scott did earlier tonight, while Filth looks for the win of his career. Well, Ted Dickens, Schmitty knows. Schmitty's got enemies on all sides of him. Most importantly right now being Paul Devine, who has made his life a living hell. But for Schmitty, taking 2 men who are gunning for him in Voice Vindy and Chris Andrews and making them tear each other apart, again, we all know I hate Schmitty, but that's a smart plan. That's something I would do if I had 2 guys who hated me, who wanted to get their hands on me. I would definitely turn them on each other, pit them against each other, take attention away from me. Schmitty's already got way too much on his plate to be having to deal with Vindy and Andrews. But we know Andrews doesn't much mind as long as he gets to get in that ring and beat somebody's ass. Tonight it's Shane Scott's. At Battle Scars, it'll be Vindy's. And eventually, for Andrews, he hopes it'll be Schmitty. Britt wasn't able to become a 2-time world champion at Ascendance. And of course, he's always a threat to anybody who's in contention. And then Schmitty's also got Jacob Ziegler, who's Mr. Money in the Bank, who can cash in for a title shot at literally any time, anywhere that he wants. I got a feel for Schmitty just a little bit, man. He has got no reprieve. Being attacked on every side as Scott kicks things off with a brutal-looking brain mustache to the Bloody Brit here. Trip up, though, as Britt pops right back up to his feet, and Ziegler is already not happy. Ziegler, with a trip up, is not confident that Scott is going to be able to come back from that. Look to the side of the head. Britt takes it in vain. A little pinch of salt. Gonna pop Scott up. Ooh, an atomic drop. Well, not just one. How about 2? Nope, not just 2. Of course, it's the man who loves all things 3s. Bam! There's another one, and that ass gonna be hurting in the morning. Not done, though. Scott going for a ride. Oh, cliffhanger. Haven't seen that in a while. The bloody Brit, man, going hard in the motherfucking paint. Like I said, he's got a lot of pent-up aggression, more so than usual. Shane Scott unfortunate enough to be thrown in there with him tonight. Shane Scott, of course, and Jacob Ziegler are invited to the live execution of Paul Devine to cap off the show after this main event. Shane Scott would most definitely like to attend such a ceremony if they do, with a victory on his side. It's going to get a big knee to the face there, like a DDT down under the knee. Not too pretty. Back body drop, going to put Filth once again down on his bottom as Britt mounts lefts and rights, lefts and rights, lefts and rights. Ziegler. Poor Ziegler, man. He's having a harder time than Shane Scott is right now. He's cringing every second. Although you can tell how much Ziegler wants to knock Britt off the apron, but if he did that, it would result in disqualification. That's Britt, not a high flyer by any means. I don't even know what the fuck that was. I think that might have been a brain chop or maybe a clothesline. I'm not sure. That's why Britt is not a high flyer, because he doesn't even know what he just did off the top rope. He literally just went for it. He said YOLO. Back body drop now. Going to drop him on the back of his head as Shane Scott a little twisted leg drop, because why not? Some unique offense by Filth as he brings the Britt to a seat. Tripped up, though. Going to put him down. Britt popping him up into a seated position. Going to go for that neck crank. Britt trying to stay in control while wearing down Shane Scott here with this maneuver. Ooh, that's a deep cough, Rip. Gonna go for a pin off of it. I don't know that a neck crank's gonna be enough. No, not even a 2 count. Britt, though, is a smart man. He might be a lager drinker. He might like to kick ass, all right? He might not have graduated high school. I don't know if he did. Not saying that Britt's the kind of guy that looks like he didn't graduate high school, but that's what I'm saying. He's too busy beating up people in the locker rooms, not on the streets behind the school. But Britt in that ring is definitely a smart competitor. Another springboard leg drop that time. Loving the leg drops tonight is Double S here. As Shane Scott's going to blows a kiss to some lucky lady in the front row. Or man, I don't know. Britt back to his seat now. Irish whip in the corner. As Ziegler continues to watch on. Hasn't got involved at all. I think, oh! Belly to belly off the top rope by the Brit. Wow, that was nice. I don't think you've ever seen that before from Andrews, or period, in this game. As he goes for the pin, almost enough to finish, but not quite. I think Ziegler realizes what kind of mood the Brit is in tonight and doesn't want to get on his bad side at all. But Shane Scott with the hook to the jaw tries for the Tiger suplex, but instead gets a big old elbow right to the temple. Snapmare, though. Shane Scott definitely has the agility. He's not exactly a high flyer, not a lucha or anything like that, but definitely the smaller, definitely the quicker to Andrews' power as he goes for a lateral press, not hooking legs. That's a mistake. Britt out at 1. Goes for a kick to the back. Britt moves out of the way, but then walks right into a dark matter. That leg lock, leg hook, reverse STO. Stomp to the spine now, and Shane Scott. That disrespect as he holds the boot to the Brit's throat. And he's going to do it again. You're playing with fire, Shane. That's all I'm going to say. You are playing with fire right now. As he goes for a pin. 1. But no, of course not. That's just going to piss Britt off. I don't know why. I wouldn't piss Britt off in any mood that he's in, but especially when he's already pissed. I don't know why he'd want to get him angry. Oh! Goodbye, Shane Scott knocked to the outside with that kick to the knee. The Britt just rolls right back in. Britt's having none of it. Oh, and there's the double middle fingers to Scott. Now he's going back out. He forgot to, oh, no, he's going back in. Toying with Shane a little bit here is the bloody Britt. As he awaits for Filth to get back in the ring. Filth is taking his time. Britt says, come on, I'm waiting. Oh, and a Meteora. Wrong time to taunt there, Britt. Wrong time to taunt. Pin after pin after pin here by Scott. Trying to wear down Andrews, making him exert his energy with each kick out. Britt, though, back to his feet. Ooh, arm wrench, gonna bring Shane Scott face first into the mat. That hurt Ziegler's arm. Boot to the top of the noggin. Might have just rung the bell. As now we get a running tilt-a-whirl DDT. Middle of the ring is Britt as he stares up at the lights, not for long. Stomps in the arm. And a dragon sleeper by Shane Scott being applied to Chris Andrews here as we are live from New York, New York. Monday Night Fusion edition number 96. This is the main event. Shane Scott with this Dragon Sleeper nearly able to finish, but Bray able to roll off. Escape that one. Irish whip though, gonna put him in the corner as Filth approaches slowly, taking precaution. Too much time given to Britt though. Oh, double clap to the temples and a hip toss. Back and forth they go, tit for tat. Reversal fest beginning to ensue, but the end is a call-in for the Brit. There's the Tiger suplex into a beautiful bridge. 1, 2. Oh, the bulge was on point for Shane Scott, but the pin was not, as he blows a kiss to that lucky lady now. All the ladies all around the arena, all around the world, Shane Scott. As now he lines up the shot hook to the jaw again, looking for the Triple X driver. Andrew says, no way, no how. Yeah. And uno, dos, no tres. And the Brit a bit livid about that. He thought it was over, as did I. Brit says, no problem. I got another one, don't worry about it. Again. Ziggler not loving it. 1, 2, no. What? Now Andrews isn't living. He's just like, huh? Excuse me? How? Shane Scott kicking out of 2 revenges in a row. And now the Brit unleashing the lefts and rights. And that rugged, handsome face gonna be busted open. Look at that, though. And if that doesn't impress you, I don't know what will. And oh my God, Shane Scott's face is covered in blood. What the hell? Clothesline by Scott. Another clothesline by Scott. Andrews misses his and gets a super kick for his troubles. Holy shit, man. I think Andrews might have hit a blood vessel or something, because Shane Scott is just spurting the blood, donning that proverbial crimson mask. And Shane Scott tries to stay in control, though I don't think he knows where he is right now. As the man who loves all things threes gonna have himself a go at a trio of power bombs. Bam! Now into the corner, the former world champion just gonna stare at Double S. Andrews just watching as Shane Scott uses the ropes to get back to his feet. I don't know why he did that. That is a rookie mistake to give your opponent that much time. And now Britt's going to pay for it, or maybe not. Went for a single unhooked face buster, but instead gets a short arm clothesline that just about sends his head up to the cheap seats as Britt says, enough of this. For tres. Ziggler's like, why? 1, 2, 3. Chris Andrews does the deed. What a match. But the Bloody Brit, he had some anger to let out tonight, and Shane Scott got all of it. He got his ass kicked. And that is what is coming voice Vindy's way in just a little over a week's time at Battle Scars 3. I feel bad for Ziggler, man. That whole match, he just had his hands on the side of his head. He knew that Shane Scott was given the short straw tonight to go up against a pissed off Bloody Brit. I can't believe how much Shane Scott was bleeding. He got popped. He definitely hit like a, I don't know, like a vein or something, because Scott was just leaking. There's the third revenge. As you see, Ziggler not even wanting to watch. Slappy calls the 3, and it is over. Does Voice Vindy have what it takes to look that man in the face and put him down for the 3 count? Two of the biggest names in CMV going to go at it at Battle Scars, man. That is a colossal match that I am looking forward to. As Ziggler collects Shane Scott, Chris Andrews soaks it all in, man. Sorry about that. I had to turn off my AC because I'm just about a fucking popsicle right now. Whew, it's cold in here. I don't know why I turned that on. Alright, no, we're not doing this live. Do the winner match, though. Topher, what if I said, Topher? What would you do if I said? What would you do if I said it when I said it? And I said it to you? Alright, let's see. Winner match. All right, Topher, you get to choose the match type. Moria gets to be one of the winners, depending on what Topher chooses for the match. Chill, don't do what I tell you. Pissing me off. Topher, choose the match type, you little wiener boy. Little wiener kid. God, it's cold in here. Woo. Jet ski noises. Caitlin Kunzen added you as a friend. Was it a porn account, I'm going to guess? A Fatal 4-way. All right, so Maury's one of the winners. So Maury, you can choose your guy. There you go, Hellish. Rafi Shish. Barking on, huh? Just gonna keep using NGW for the rest of the season. Still live in arena. YOLO. Just Hellish and Topher tonight, my God. Hey! Alright. I'll take it. No, I won't. Do it again. Rip. Whoa. Wait, Maury, did you choose any? Is Maury even here? I haven't seen him type anything. Alright, first 4 names that I see in chat, I'll put in there. Alright, I see Tyson Cage. Saw Reese Matthews. see Billy Weaver. I'm not going to put him Bannon, though. One more. Quan Moore. Moore, you didn't pick Jamari. Jamari's dead. Rip in peace. Can you guys shut up? What are you barking at? These dogs, man. They literally bark at nothing. I don't have Cam. Camaro Harris. Alright, Bloody Justice, since nobody else is saying anything. We'll give it an old BJ. Is it dumb that I'm hot now? I was so cold and now I'm hot as fuck. I hate life. Menopause or something, I don't know. I'm an old man. So we got one half of the Fusion Tag Team Champions in Tyson Cage. We got old Reese, recuperated pretty quickly from his attack at the hands of Lex Knight on Fusion. We got Weaver, who also recuperated quick after that brawl with Bannon, and Bloody Justice, who's coming off that huge win for he and Rise over the #1 contenders for the Fusion Tag Team titles, and Police Squad. What I gotta whisper from? See how quick this shit loads when entrances aren't on? It's cray cray. Here we go. This matchup gets underway as Weaver, back in his only second matchup since he returned at Ascendance in the Money in the Bank ladder match, he was victorious over Bannon in the main event of last week's Fusion. And Bannon, though, got his back of that brawl in the church as Tyson Cage rocking a beautiful new attire. Looks like he's got a logo for he and Sarasi on the front there, still trying to sway Sarasi the best he can. But remember, Sarasi said, if he and Cage cannot retain the titles against Police Squad at Battle Scars, then Sarasi will quit. He will get himself fired. In his words, Reese Matthews battles Billy Weaver, giving him a knee to the face. You have to have all the keys, Topher. What are you doing? What are you doing with your life if you don't have all the keys? Oh, that is a long distance for Reese there. Goes for a moonsault. I think that actually would have connected. Reese got them hops, boy. But Billy Weaver's veteran instinct kicking in. The former two-time light heavyweight champion drops his head to the chest of Matthews. See, it's Billy Weaver and Bannon battling in spirit. I mean, it's a gumble call. All Batman calls hate gumble calls. They go right after each other. Billy Weaver, of course, that brawler. The hillbilly outlaw. Gonna get put in the corner by Reese, who is a very well-rounded superstar. As Tyson Cage, his exquisite facial hair, battles Bloody Justice, nailing him with a hellacious clothesline from the deepest, darkest pits of Hades. Stomp down onto the knee now. Bloody Justice brought up to his feet. Boom! Gets a nice ding to the steel post head first. Imagine if Bloody Justice and Rise knock off the #1 contenders on Fusion, and then Bloody Justice can put down one half of the Fusion tag champs here. Oh, Rise, though, in the ring with the BFT knee strike clothesline combo. But he sees the party come back in the ring, immediately going to try to target Tyson Cage, which leaves Billy Weaver wide open for Justice, capitalize or not. Nice neck break. Going to drop him down as Weaver with an Irish whip going to put BJ on the apron. Reese just fixing his trousers real quick, as I don't know what Billy was going for there, but it gets interrupted by Reese, who's just going on a neck breaker frenzy. Weaver does not want it to happen, but doesn't have much of a choice. Bloody Justice rolls out to join Tyson Cage as Weaver with a Down under the knee. Grabbed by that big old hair of his. Reese always with the big hair, man. I've always said that longer hair when you're a wrestler can come back to bite you. Your opponents, if they're dirty. By Tyson Cage into the pin. Weaver, what are you doing? Weaver! Weaver forgetting how to break up a pin. Luckily, Reese Matthews kicks out. A former world champion. Staying alive. As Weaver takes a quick nap, and Bloody Justice looks to add to the pain of Matthews with that falling powerbomb. And BJ pull off another upset. 1, 2. Oh my God, he nearly does. What's with nobody being able to break up pins here? No, nope. Oh, Rip Tyson. Good God. Oh my God. Oh, BJ with the spider bomb as Billy just watches from the corner. 1, there you go. There's a pin breakup. Unfortunate for Justice. Oh, and Vintage Weaver with the rapid fire back elbows, tit for tat, one after the other, ting ting, bang bang, you know what I mean? Ching ching chong, am I right? Tyson Cage able to push him off with a last gasp as he closes in now. Bloody Justice rolls to the outside. Reese with a German suplex to old Weaver. Gonna send him rolling out. Oh, and Reese with a knee that just about take a normal man's head off. Now taking it all in. Wasting a lot of time though when he has the opportunity to finish. Stomping away at that ass. Reese Matthews jealous of that bubble butt. It's a hook to the jaw now. The exception, the former world champion with a nice back suplex as Billy Weaver comes back in. Gets immediately caught with a DDT at the hands of Justice. And the Kinshasa from Reese to the master of the Kinshasa and Tyson Cage. 1, but Billy says no. Billy says, wait a minute, don't do that. As now Matthews with a pump handle neckbreaker, vintage exception with that one. Goes right back to the attack. Weaver is getting shit kicked right now by everybody. Oh, now goes Karada's Justice with the falling powerbomb. These 4 guys beating the holy hell out of each other as oh, I don't know what happened right there. That was a weird camera cut. What a time to taunt, Reese. 10 out of 10. Reese gives no shits. Says, I taunt when I want to taunt. Reese Matthews now trying to fire off a comeback. Using Billy Weaver to do so. Nice catchphrase after a couple of forearm smashes. As Bloody Justice going to get thrown out onto the apron. No, rather, Tyson Cage plummeting down to the outside. Russian leg sweep by Reese to counter whatever Weaver may have been going for there. As now Weaver is brought up to his feet. Kick to the gut. Matthews again with another pump handle neckbreaker. Weaver has taken a lot of damage in this match. As Reese has Weaver alone in the ring. He's going to try to fire off and finish here. Reese with a much needed victory. Oh, dropping Weaver face first. 1, 2. No, Weaver though. That age-old do not say die attitude of the Hillbilly Outlaw. Letting them power out there. As Weaver now fires back with a trio of back elbows. Justice comes in and just does a weird taunt. Not sure what that was. As now he's powerbombed everyone in the match. Has Bloody Justice going on a rampage. I'm not too sure what Weaver's doing. As he and Bloody Justice just double stomp poor Matthews there. And Billy Weaver caught off guard as he's Irish whipping to the corner. Tyson Cage looking up at the lights like he's in La La Land. Phasing through Tyson. Oh, Weaver was going for Justice. 4-wheel drive to Cage. Oh, they're not even going to pin him. He was trying to do that to Justice, but Tyson walked right into him. Tyson Cage is out cold. Bloody Justice rolls to the outside as Billy Weaver again hammers away at the side of Reese's head. Hooks the leg. Can Tyson get up in time? 1, 2. No, only a 2 count. Oh, there's that vintage belly-to-belly hip toss combination maneuver. Back body drop, though. Weaver straight back to his feet. Bloody Justice panting on the outside here. I'm not sure he's going to be able to get back to his feet. Oh, Weaver was going to go for the hillbilly forearm. That's what he used to knock off Bannon last week, but Bloody Justice roared out of the ring before he could, as Weaver says, well, fuck it. Four-wheel drive to Reese, but Bloody Justice back into the ring, going to catch Weaver from behind. Reese is laid out, man. If Bloody Justice can make the pin, he might still get it. I think he's going to try to. He does. Easy pickings. 1, 2. No, Reese was given too much time to recuperate. But Bloody going to try to finish it off with a spider bomb, perhaps, and Tyson lets it happen, because why not? But Bloody Justice realizes that Cage is standing right there, doesn't go for the pin, instead a kick to the gut. He knows that pinning the okay! Into the pin. 1, 2, 3. No, not a 3. Justice actually kicked out there, I think. Either that or Weaver broke it up just barely. And Weaver just wasting time taunting Tyson Cage on the outside, while Matthews going to try to take down Bloody Justice. Moves out of the way of that dropkick attempt, as Weaver, what the hell is he doing here? Jumps off the apron, caution to the win, but he missed it. Gets that Luthez pump handle neckbreaker from Matthews to BJ. Reese realizing this is his opportunity. The ring is empty. Hooks the leg of Justice. 1, 2. No, still only a 2 count. Dear God, these 4 men refusing to stay down. Oh, spider bomb! Spider bomb by Justice. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Holy shit, the close calls in this match. I thought that was it. I thought it was about to be Bloody Justice's night. Reese instead appreciating the fact that he survived that. The CM Universe torn between these 4 men. All fan favorites, as now it is Reese who fires back at the Spider-Man with that single underhook facebuster. 1, 2, 3, and Reese Matthews is victorious. Billy Weaver had no idea what was happening. He was too busy beating the hell out of Tyson Cage. Reese Matthews with a much-needed victory for himself after getting his ass kicked 2 weeks in a row. First at the hands of Matt Devious, then Lex Knight. Bannon's Spirit one. Bannon's Essence. Man, Bannon kicked ass in that, or rather, BJ, oh jeez, gotta get the name right? BJ kicked everyone's ass in that match, though. I thought he had it with that spider bomb, but Reese said, nah, take this, got the win. Not much emotion being shown by Reese Matthews as he takes his leave. Thank you guys for watching, as always. And this, well, to say the least, fucking chaotic-ass episode of Monday Night Fusion. A lot going down. And folks, next Sunday, or next weekend rather, the 23rd and 24th of September will be the 2-day event that is Battle Scars 3. Going to be one hell of a show. We already got some jam-packed matches set and much more to come. Of course, that is the final Crossband pay-per-view. The season finale, Retaliation, will be 2 weeks after that. So you do not want to miss any of it. Make sure you follow me so you know when I go live. If you want your call featured on the program, you can check out our website at communityuniverse.4emotion.com, to which I just posted a link for there in the chat. All the past episodes are on my YouTube channel. If you want to see those, you just got to check out my Twitch info section. You got a link there. So I will see you guys on Thursday for some reality wrestling, or if not, then Friday for some Genesis.